Welcome to the tour. How is everything going? I'm now sitting in the alley waiting for our college freshmen to appear. You can see it's a rainy day. Hi, here he comes. How's everything going? Are you bothered? 9 o'clock. Is it too early for you? Wu Peng?
Yeah.
Again, let me tell you that this is the freshman in the university. His name is Wu Peng, and about 1 week ago, I talked with Wu Peng, and just now I was sitting here waiting for him to come. And I think, have you had a breakfast, Wu Peng?
No.
Not yet?
Yeah.
You can grab something. That's all right. If you want, you can grab something, and you can eat on the show. It's okay. You don't mind?
I don't like breakfast.
You don't like breakfast?
Yeah.
But do you usually have breakfast?
No.
No?
Yeah.
Not at home.
Yeah.
In school you have.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not at home because you want to sleep in. Yeah, and when do you usually get up?
9.
What? 9 o'clock?
Yeah.
You mean wake up or get up?
Yeah.
Wake up or get up, different. Do you wake up at 9? When do you get up? Wash yourself.
No. Get up at 9.
Get up at 9, okay.
Sleep.
When did you go to bed last night, Wu Peng? I'm sorry, sometimes I have to cut you, because we are practicing English and we are having a conversation. So sometimes if you have hard time answering my question, it's okay. We can just move on if you don't mind.
12 o'clock.
Huh?
12.
Oh, 12 o'clock. Wu Peng went to bed last night at 12 o'clock. Usually at 12 o'clock at home?
Yeah.
Yes, but when do you go to bed, like when you are in school, in a university? In your dorm, when do you go to bed?
12 o'clock.
12 o'clock?
Yeah.
All right, the same, 12 o'clock. Hi, Katie. You are from Southern Connecticut. I mean, this state is the hardest one for me to pronounce. Connecticut. Okay. I think last time we talked about a bunch of things with Wu Peng. And today, this is like a part 2, and we can talk about things more. And if you have any questions, do let us know. And all right, let me ask Wu Peng the first question. Like last time, you told me that you had a foreign English teacher. Yeah. And so, how about the foreign students? Do you see some foreign students in your university?
Yes.
And where are they from?
Australia.
They're from Australia.
Yeah.
Okay, men or women?
Men.
Men?
Yeah.
All right, boys. And
From Africa.
from Africa?
Yeah.
Like what countries?
Kenya.
Kenya?
Yeah.
So anyway, they are black people from Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah? And are there a lot of them?
Western.
A lot or not? Yes or not? All right, and I think you also mentioned some people from maybe Middle East,
Yeah.
中东的. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So as you see, are there more white people or people like from maybe Africa and the Middle East, those people? If I put those people in one group, you know, they look different, right? Yeah, they look black and they have maybe like a special their clothes. Yeah, for people from the Middle East, and as opposed to people from Australia and Europe and America. Do you see more black people and Middle East people or white people?
No.
What? 是白人更多，还是那种中东的和那个非洲的人更多？学生，中东的学生更多。
中东、非洲。
Oh, Wupeng says there are more people from Middle East and Africa in his university. By the way, yeah, his university is in central China, a bit north, in Shanxi province. And if you go further north from Shanxi province, you get Inner Mongolia. And then further north, you go outside of China to Mongolia, which is an independent country. So that means his university is located in a province that is in a quite high altitude, latitude in Chinese geography. It's cold. So have you made any friend with those foreign students?
No, because I don't. My English is not very.
Okay, so you don't hang around with those foreign students. You haven't talked with them yet.
Yes.
Okay. All right. How or why did he choose that university? Hi, John. Haven't seen you for a while. Now we have John asking this question. How and why did you choose that university? Why? You applied for the university, yeah. And what place was the university in your application list? The first one, the second one, 志愿。你现在大学是第几志愿？
First.
The first one?
Yeah.
All right. The university Wupeng goes to now actually appeared in the first place in his application form for the entrance examination into university back last year. Okay, and his university's name is Shanxi Agricultural University. And Wupeng, can you tell us about your schooling here in this area when you were a middle school student and high school student? And first of all, I want to ask you, what was your school time in middle school? 初中的时候上学几点到几点？
7 o'clock.
7 to
8.
8?
Night.
Yeah, in the evening. All right. This is yeah. Did you hear? Here in rural China, middle school students, their school time is 7 in the morning to 8 o'clock in the evening. Does that happen in your country? And what about the school time for middle school? For high school students?
Seven to 9.
7 to 9? 1 hour later?
Yeah.
So a high school student goes to school from 7 to 9 o'clock. Actually, when I heard about this back a couple of years ago when I lived in Shanghai, I was quite shocked then to know that they actually finished the school so late, which is very different from their counterparts in a city like Shanghai. In the US, high school students get out early about 2 so they can work at a job or take part in the sports. 9 in the evening. That's right, Shen. You're right. Did you like that? I mean, to spend so many hours in school?
No.
No? Was there a lot of homework? What did you do in school? I mean, I know that like my kid who is now in grade 3 here in the local school, he actually does quite a bit of homework, actually in school. But the good thing is when he comes home, he doesn't have to do any homework. Well, this is actually a major difference from a student now in Shanghai, in the same age as my boy, as my son. And in city in Shanghai, they actually have more work to do in school and at home. They usually have to bring their homework back to home, and after dinner, they have to work on their homework for another 1 hour, sometimes to 2 hours. Even they are just like 9 years old, 10 years old in grade 3. Yes. In the US, most kids go to school from 8 to 9 to 3 to 4 p.m. Did you hear that, 吴鹏？他们说美国的这些小孩哈，3到4点就放学了，包括高中生，也就是不会晚于这时间放学。Yeah, I was telling Wu Peng when kids finish school in the USA. Even high school students, they finish school quite early, and amazingly early for Chinese counterparts. Do you like that? How did that sound? Finish school before 4 o'clock as a high school student. Which one do you like better?
I think last.
9 in the evening, or 4 or 3 or even 2? 4?
Yeah.
Of course, he prefers 4, but now he has to take it. I think last time someone asked about maybe if you guys have a party in school, and can you tell us about that? So far, have you joined any party in the university?
Once a month.
Once a month?
Yeah.
Can you tell us a bit more about it? Like the most recent party, can you describe about it?
Just my classmates.
Your classmates' party?
Yeah.
And where did you hold the party? At home?
No. 在食堂。
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, in the cafeteria, in the school cafeteria, you held a party.
我们学校很大的 it's very big.
A very big party? For what occasion? His or her birthday?
No. 像迎新的那种会议。我们班。
Oh, a New Year's party.
Yeah.
You had a New Year's party.
Yeah.
That means it was not a party held for an individual, not for one student.
Yeah.
It was held like collectively. A New Year's party. All right. Who initiated the New Year's party? You? Because I know that you are actually like someone like very active in your class, and you actually assume some posts in your university now. No?
Most.
Is there any private party? Or you can also talk about maybe a private party when you were here. back when you were like a high school or middle school student? Did you go to anybody's party? Do you know, by the way, I'm actually curious. Do you have any idea about what a typical party in a Western country is like? 比如说西方人的那种派对，你有那种概念吗？
没有很清楚。
Okay, here's the thing. Probably yes. He doesn't have much idea about what a typical Western party is like. Therefore, he is not able to draw parallels. But to me, actually, I actually haven't experienced a typical Western party whatsoever. But at least I have seen the episodes. I have seen what it is like on TV, on some American and foreign movies. So, what about you? Do you watch foreign movies? 你看那种外国的那种影片吗？或者电视嘛，电视剧嘛，看的。Maureen says, I think Western parties in university differ based on the type of kids. Some are more wild than others. I see. And Wu Peng says he does watch Western movies and TV programs. Like what?
漫威什么
啊，
速度与激情，
嗯哼。
还有那个美剧吧。
All right. Yes. So he has watched some American movies, but I'm not able to actually let you know the English names of those movies because I'm not a big movie fan. So I'm not very familiar with the movie names in English, actually. Yeah, but he mentioned some names of the Western movies, mainly from the USA, like the Hollywood blockbusters, right?
Yeah.
好莱坞大片那种是吧？ And then the cartoon animation movies, right? Produced by maybe Disney. Yes, yeah, okay. There is a lot of alcohol drinking at colleges. Do you drink alcohol?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh. In school or here at home?
Both.
Both?
Yeah.
Do you drink alcohol in your dorm with your dorm mates, roommates?
Yes, because they are North people.
Oh, there are people from northern China.
Yeah.
Yeah, and here's actually a difference Wu Peng just mentioned about Chinese people. Generally speaking, people in northern China prefer alcohol. Yeah, to people in southern China. Yeah, actually, this is maybe has something. This has something to do with maybe the climate, because they are in northern regions, colder in the winter. They want alcohol to keep them warm. It reminds me of maybe the Russian people drinking vodka. Yeah, and they are very actually quite addicted to something like vodka and called Chinese baijiu. Baijiu is like a vodka of Russians. Yeah. Okay. And last time we had the interview in this room where Wu Peng's family business keeps all the parcels delivered here, actually by his father. His class is what? His dorms, his class is what's that? COED. All right. John, can you specify what COED? Oh, means. Oh, okay, got it. Women and men together. His class is. Okay. 你们那个宿舍的话，男女是分开的哈。两幢不同的楼，对于你们年纪来说。Separate, John. Definitely separate in China. We're in China. Yeah. I would say that school life is quite regimented. Maybe next, let's talk about something quite special. I suppose quite special about a school in China, in like a high school and university. That is the military training. Yeah. How was the most recent military training that you took before you actually went to the university? Yes. Did you have the training in summer last year, 2022?
Yeah.
Yeah, and in your school campus. All right. Before we move on with this topic, Laurie has a question. How does he do homework and study with such long hours? 这么长的这个学校学习时间和这个作业，这么大量的作业，你是怎么应付的呢？
大学作业，
高中的时候，包括初中，学校里面待这么久的时间，学习这么长时间，
作业基本上就在学校做完，
都做完了是吧？啊，当然了，因为你都9点结束了嘛，必须得做完了。Yeah. Wu Peng said he finished all the homework before the school finished. But I told him that, of course, you had to finish because actually your school ended already at 8 or 9 o'clock. When you were in high school, your school finished at 9 o'clock. Of course, you had to finish before that. It would be quite insane to do more homework after 9 o'clock in the evening. Yes. But you know what, Laurie? Actually, I talked with Wu Peng about this last time after the tour, and Wu Peng said he didn't find it too hard. I guess this is mainly because there's no comparison for Wu Peng. And the same thing happens to all his peers in China. When you have no comparison, when you have no idea what maybe people in other countries, in other cultures do, you don't feel anything, right? Special. You just take it and you just take it as for granted, I suppose. Yes. Maybe this is not a question for him to answer, but please allow me to put my interpretation here. And it is very true, I think. It is very true. All right, let's come back to the topic of military training. I'm actually curious about it because I did the same. Every Chinese student takes 2 military training sessions. One after he or she graduates the middle school. And before he or she goes to the high school. This is the first session, right? And for how long? How long is each military training? And for example, last year, before you went to the university, how long was the training in your school?
3 months.
3 months? Wow, 3 months and in the summer.
Yeah.
In summer.
Yeah.
I remember when I was a student, we always took the military training in summer. Yes, under the scorching sun. 对吧？夏天很热的时候军训呀。And you told me that you had 2 armed policemen as your instructors. Yes. In China, for example, in Shanghai, when you visit Shanghai during like the New Year's Eve or the Chinese Spring Festival, when there are a lot of people walk on Nanjing Road, which is the busiest shopping street in Shanghai, and the street also connects 2 important areas of Shanghai. One is the Bund, the riverfront area with the British-style architecture. Well, the other end is People Square, which is the political center of Shanghai, and also there are museums and government offices. Yeah, Nanjing Road is busy on New Year's Eve and during Chinese New Year. There are always groups of armed policemen who stand in the streets to keep orders for people, right? Yeah. So when I talk about when I say armed policemen, I'm talking about those people. If you can draw any images from. All right. So what did you do during the training?
呃
How long was the training each day? When did you have to get up?
7
7 o'clock? Still 7 o'clock?
呃
And when did you finish?
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock, yes. Okay. And were the policemen very strict on you?
Yes, but we also play games.
You played games? What did you mean? There was no chance for you to play games during the training.
Yeah.
Do you mean you play games after the session? After the training? Oh, you played games, I see. You held activities during the training. I see. To make it more lively. Otherwise, it would be too hard and too boring for you. Yeah. And I remember when I was a student, sometimes, those naughty boys got some punishments from the armed policeman as the instructor. Did you see any punishments, like even sometimes physical punishments? Because you easily got maybe a shout, which was like a moral punishment. I'm sorry, oral punishment, a shout. Yeah. But did you get that? 教官严厉吗？很严厉哈。Yeah. And Wu Peng nodded to confirm that the armed police instructors were very strict on them. And how strict? Did he shout often at people, at your students? Easily, I guess. Easily, yes. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Easily. And did any naughty boys get any like physical punishments? And what were the forms of physical punishments? 一些就是更严厉的，比如说警告啊、惩罚措施有哪些呢？站着、俯卧撑。Anything else? Push up. How many times?
他说停，他就停。
Oh, really? Yeah. So Wu Peng mentioned one form of punishment that is to ask you to do the push-up on the ground. And I asked how many times, how long was it? He said unlimited until the instructor says stop. Oh, okay. Anything else?
下蹲。
下蹲? Okay. Squat and stand. Squat and stand. Yeah.
就是蹲，一直蹲着。
Oh, really? Keep squatting. Until the instructor says stop. Done? No? How long?
Half an hour.
Half an hour?
Yeah.
For half an hour. Okay. You know what? Actually, I even think sometimes the naughty boys, or sometimes you don't do very well. If you're not naughty, but you just can't do maybe one move very well because they want you to be very unified, right? They want you to be very uniformed in all the military moves during the exercise. Sometimes if you just cannot do a move all that well and in uniformity with the other students repeatedly, you may get maybe like a spank sometimes. 他有时候会打吗？拍打一下，或者踢你一脚，会的哈。Yes, okay. Yeah, good to know that Wu Peng nodded to confirm that today kids in the military training still get maybe a spank by hand or by foot. It still happens. Yeah, because I remember I got that, and also other kids got that from the armed police instructors. Yeah, Jane, you just said that in 1986 you visited Shanghai, you didn't see many people. That's right, but it has been a sea change. After 1980s, tons and tons of migrant workers poured into Shanghai. And now the population in Shanghai is now something like 24 million. It's a mega city, and every festival you see just a lot of people hanging around. Okay. Is there anything interesting you want to share with us about the military training? If not, we can move on. Unless our friends from over the world have any questions. It's quite amazing, Wu Peng, you see. Now we can share, we can link with the people from all over the world instantly on the internet. And people can talk to each other, people can see each other, yeah, and people can share their ideas, share their experience. It's quite amazing. It's really amazing. And I really like the idea that people are able to meet their kindred spirits from all over the world without meeting each other, seeing each other. It's quite amazing. All right, so actually this takes me to another question. I know that in China, a lot of teenagers and adolescents, they are addicted to video games, online video games. Are you aware of that? Do you play it yourself?
Yeah.
You play?
Yeah.
You do? And how many hours do you spend each day? So
2 hours of
2 hours?
hours.
Like yesterday, you spent 2 hours playing video games.
Yeah.
All right, 2 hours. Actually, you know what, audience? Actually, this is, I would say, quite a phenomenon in China. That is just quite a lot of kids and young people, even young people who actually are in work age, are so addicted to online video games. I hope you are not the one that is addicted. You are just having fun of online video games. I hope you don't get addicted to it. 2 hours doesn't sound too bad, maybe, right? But perhaps no more. No more than 2 hours. 3 hours, 4 hours sounds maybe a bit too much. Yes, Wu Peng?
Yeah.
Okay. I know that similar problem, I believe it also happens in your country, but you just can't imagine what the difference is. Yeah. Here, it's really a kind of a sense of addiction, and it's actually a big problem for the society. Like in your dorm, there are 5 other boys. How many of them wear glasses?
Mm. 他5个就
戴眼镜的几个人？4眼。
他们基本上都是那种很轻微的近视，不戴眼镜比较多。
是吗？但是也都是近视的，都有近视。
有不近视的，
有不近视的。现在也想不起来几个人是戴眼镜的。
2个。
虽然天天见面，但不一定有影响，是这样的。
3个。
啊
？3个不戴眼镜。
3个不戴眼镜的，2个戴眼镜的，是吧？那包括你。
2个是，我是一直戴的。
加上你的话就是3对3，是不是啊？
应该是5对1吧。他们那2个都是只有上课才会戴眼镜，他们坐到后排他才会戴眼镜，坐前面都需要戴眼镜。
Actually, Wu Peng says 5 of his roommates they are pretty much all short-sighted, but they are not severe. So they can do without a pair of glasses. This is what you want to say, right?
Yeah.
And you usually wear a pair of glasses. You usually wear glasses. Yeah, you need glasses. Okay. Actually, would you say that in China, people in your age, more than 50 of them actually wear glasses? 你觉得像你同龄的，或者比你小一点的小孩，或者比你大一点的大学生，或者已经走上工作岗位的那些人，差不多，反正就算年轻的人吧，一代的人，你觉得戴眼镜的人多吧？有没有到过50%以上？差不多，超过是吧？Yes. Actually, Wu Peng confirmed that more than 50% of the Chinese younger generation actually wear glasses. This is actually, you know what? In line with the official release. I checked the official figure that says in China, about 60% to 70% of the teenagers and the adolescents are short-sighted and wear glasses. They need glasses. 网上的数据说哈，60%到70%的中国就是儿童或者青少年、年轻人都是戴眼镜的。Yes. Just wait until we see how many young people get early onset deafness from loud music and earbuds. So what is his goal after his college coursework? Will he be a farmer? Okay, John, thank you for your question. Wu Peng, do you know that, are you aware that your family is a farmer in identity? Yes? And you yourself is actually a farmer. In identity, I'm talking about the identity. And in China, there are two major identities. Yes? Someone whose parents are city people, yeah, upon birth is a citizen, which is his or her identity. Well, you were born here in rural China, and your identity that goes with you upon birth is a farmer. Are you aware of that? Okay. So now we have someone asking this question. What's your goal? What do you want to do? What do you want to be? And do you want to be a farmer?
If I can, I want to be a farmer.
You want to be a farmer?
More than farmer.
More than farmer. Can you explain?
With technology.
With technology. You want to be a modern farmer who masters modern technology. Okay. And the last time you mentioned that you wanted to be an architect.
Yeah.
And you are especially keen on traditional buildings. You want to design, you want to build, you want to repair old buildings, right?
Yeah.
Traditional Chinese architecture. All right. Yes, now we've got to know that actually Wu Peng is interested in being a farmer. What do you think, Wu Peng, about this? Do you think people here, as they are in the same country, are they supposed to be in the same identity? Or do you think people should live on the same footing? At least, I mean, when you think that they're actually people from the same country and we are same nation. Have you ever thought about this? In other words, do you think equality is very important? Equality? 平等.
Yeah.
Do you think so?
Yes.
Okay. And do you believe there are something common between people, no matter where you are, which country you are from, all over the world? There's a common between people. Do you believe that? You do believe? And last time, Wu Peng, at the end of the tour, I asked Wu Peng a personal question that I was quite interested in knowing about. That is Ukraine and Russia. Which side is he on? And he actually said Russia. And later after the tour, I actually asked him why, and we talked about things around that. And of course, that answer to me didn't come as a surprise, because in China, it's just not surprising to me. Yeah. But we talked about something more about it, and Wu Peng said basically now as he sees that countries are just like individuals. They are all based on their individual interests. And then I asked Wu Peng if there is anything universal, if there is anything common between people, between countries. And after some considerations, actually Wu Peng affirmed the question by saying yes. Yeah. Actually, today I have a book for Wu Peng that I want to give to him at the end of the show. All right. So, guys, if you have any questions, let us know. So, where does he get news about countries outside of China? Is college expensive? Last time we talked about the tuition in a college, and Wu Peng said his tuition is 6,300 a year, right? 学费. Betty, the tuition in his university is 6,300 a year for 2 semesters, which is like $900 for a year. Yes, and in addition to that, Wu Peng's personal expense a month is about 1,500 yuan, like $200 for buying things on the internet, for dining, drinking in the cafeteria in your university. Yeah. Plus the dormitory fee, right? The cost of the dormitory each semester is how much? 600 a year or a year? 600 a year. 600 a year is even less than $90. Where do you get news?
Use internet. Use newspaper.
Newspaper?
Yeah.
Internet?
Yeah.
On your phone?
Yeah. Or TV.
Do you have a laptop? Do you have a computer, personal computer?
Yeah.
And you use it in your dorm? Okay. Does everyone in your dorm have a personal computer?
No, just one person don't have.
Just the one doesn't have. The rest of 5, including you, have a personal computer. Yeah?
Yeah.
One doesn't have. So how come? Can't afford it? His family doesn't have enough money to buy it?
Yeah.
Too poor? Really? 为什么？家庭条件比较差一点吗？
他说的好像是。
是这样的，不是个人就说觉得没必要或者不喜欢，只是觉得因为家庭的原因。All right, Wu Peng, yeah, I confirmed with Wu Peng in Chinese, and he said probably it was because the boy's family condition, and they just couldn't afford it. Where is he from?
Shanxi.
Shanxi province? Your university is in Shanxi province. and that boy is from that province, the same province where the university is. Okay. Does he have brothers or sisters? So he's an only child? Wu Peng is not an only child. He has a younger sister. And how old is your younger sister?
13.
13.
Yeah.
13 years old.
Yeah.
And you are 18 or 19?
20.
You are 20 years old.
Yeah.
So you are 7 years apart. Yeah, 7 years apart.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. You have one sibling that is a younger daughter, 6 or 7 years older, younger than you. Okay. Actually, Wu Peng, he's when you talk about the subjects, different subjects, actually Wu Peng does a much better job in English and Chinese. In other words, he is better at literature as opposed to engineering. You didn't do well at the entrance examination into universities and colleges last year in maths.
Yeah.
You almost failed, right?
Yeah.
You just managed it to not to fail. Yeah, that was too bad for the overall mark. Yeah, that of course decided which school you went to, right? Okay. Do you think your sister will go to a university?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think your parents are both quite liberal. If you compare others in the countryside, your parents are liberal. Do you think your parents are liberal? 开明，你觉得你父母亲算是比较开明的哈？ And they both are honest and hardworking people. Yeah. In that case, they, especially mother, yeah, she works hard.
Yeah.
She really works hard. Yeah. And they want your sister to go to university as well.
Yeah.
All right. I have another question I want to ask about, and it's my personal interest. That is, how do you look at your family life when you are older? Like now you are in university, and then you graduate, you find a job, and then you have to maybe think about having your own family. What do you think about it? Is it important for you?
Yes.
For you, important to have a family? You know, I think last time I heard from maybe from the grapevine that you actually said you would not go into a marriage because why? Or maybe, yeah, now you are here with us. Can you clarify for us? Do you really want to have a marriage? Do you really want to have a family of your own? Because I know that now young people, the younger generation, they are not confident in a marriage at all.
Yeah.
And they don't want to take a responsibility in a relationship, let alone in a family with children of their own. So what's your take? First of all, do you want to have a family? Do you want to have a wife? It sounds like a silly question, but
但我玩够了，玩够了以后，
就是因为上次我好像听到说你就是觉得以后不想结婚的，是不是啊？
对。
那么你所谓的不想结婚，是一直觉得结婚证书不重要，还是说根本不想找老婆？
我等到玩够了再说。
玩够了再说哈。All right. So Wu Peng's answer is pretty much like he hasn't thought about this question thoroughly, and he is not old enough to give a good answer to that. Okay. But as a matter of fact, do you know that first of all, the birth rate of a child in China has been on decline for many years. And Shanghai actually was the first city in China that saw the negative birth rates many years ago. Yeah, Shanghai. And now the entire population of China is not growing up. And I believe it has been taken place by India. And now China is no longer number one in terms of the population. Yeah. Do you read the English news? 看英语新闻吗？报纸上不怎么看。
中文的。
Are there English newspapers available? Newspapers and magazines available in the library in your university?
英文报纸有啊。
Available? 图书馆里有的。
但是看着很吃力，所以就不看。
Wu Peng says available, but he found it too hard to read, so that he kind of gave up. Don't give up. Bring a dictionary with you. When there's a new word and a phrase, use your dictionary. Yeah. Or you have a phone now. Yes. And there's a dictionary app on your phone, right? It's quite easy, actually. Yeah, so I really suggest you and encourage you to read in English, if possible. Yeah? And you are actually doing a good job in English as opposed to math, chemical, right? Oh, chemistry, sorry. Chemistry, all right. Physics, you're better at literature. Thank you, John and Kathleen. Use Google Translate or similar app. Google Translate, yeah, okay. Or similar app, yes. There are translation apps. Yeah. They come in handy. They are just on your phone. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Do you like sports?
Yeah.
What sports?
Basketball, ping pong.
Basketball, ping pong?
Yeah.
Do you know what happened yesterday? I mean, for Chinese people, local time, what happened yesterday? What happened to LeBron James?
I know.
You know?
Yeah, I know.
Yes. He became number one in history, right?
Yeah.
In a very important account, the overall points he got. He overpassed Jabal, right? Yeah. And he became number one in history. You like ping pong? And basketball?
Yeah.
Do you watch NBA games?
Yeah.
You like NBA games?
Yeah.
How often do you watch?
一个礼拜，就 3天不看，要看4天的比赛。
是吗
如果
？On your laptop.
对，然后
He watches NBA games very often. Very often, actually. You try to watch the game available when you are free, basically, right? Okay,
玩下 free，但忙的时候就不看。
sure. Does he or his friends do sports betting? Did they show the basketball game last night? Catherine, yes, we watched the game yesterday. It was actually our daytime on the internet. I don't think young people watch games on TV anymore. They just use their phone and laptop, watch it online. 你们进行那种赌博吗？博彩吗？比如说赌篮球啊，或者欧洲足球啊那种赌吗？No. John, Wu Peng says he doesn't do sports betting. Neither do his roommates or his so-called friends in university, as he knows. Do you also like the European soccer? Do you like football?
Yes.
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 Do you know that football refers to a different sport for Americans? Do you know that? Football 对于美国人来说指的是橄榄球，你知道吗？Soccer is the word, yeah, for Americans to refer to specifically the football to Europeans. Yeah, do you like football?
橄榄球。
不是橄榄球，指的是那个足球啊。
Yes.
Yes. What's your favorite team and who is your favorite player?
英超的那个。
Oh, you like watching Premier League. Premier League. What's your favorite team? 曼城。Manchester City. And who is your favorite player? Oh, you don't have an idol. You just like watching games. You just like
No.
Huh?
I don't use English.
你就说中文好了。
中文我现在想不起来了，我知道它英文叫什么。
Okay, all right.
一下忘了叫啥了。有一个呢。
Okay, that's okay. Australian football is different too. Aussie rules. Okay. Yes. All right. You know what? I have a book for you, and can you hold the camera for me for a second? Yeah. Wu Peng is going to go back to his university in about a week time. When do you go? Have you booked the air ticket?
今天。
Oh, you are going to book the ticket today.
Yeah.
And when are you going to leave here?
17号。
On 17th.
Yeah.
On 17th. Okay. When does your school restart? When does your school start? The next day, 18th? On 20th.
Yeah.
On 20th. Okay, got it. So this is a book I give you as a gift, Wu Peng.
Okay, thank you.
Have you read a book like this one? This type of book? Here's the book, and it's in Chinese. It's a book actually I read when I was actually younger than Wu Peng. Now, and this is the book. In Chinese, it actually means the collection of conversations of Plato. Well, in English, I just got to know that English name is 7 Dialogues. I found it a good book for young men to think with all those questions raised in the book. And there's actually, very great. There's great philosophy in it, and I like how the questions are raised and how people look at things from different perspectives. Yeah, because in China, we actually lack questions in schools. Usually, it's always talk and chalk in one direction from teacher. Students are very shy of asking any question. That's okay, but at least you have to, right? Think out of the box, and ask yourself questions based on what you see, right? And what you experience. Yeah, and combine your experience with your ability of thinking. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for your watching the show. Having you with us is always great. Thank you very much. And I think this is pretty much it for me to talk with Wu Peng in two different parts. And thank you for watching. And I will see you next time. And with that, let's say goodbye with me and Wu Peng here. Wu Peng, 跟我们的那个外国观众说一下，打个招呼。
See you.
Take care, everyone. See you next time. Maybe next time when he comes back in a year time, I will talk with him again and see what has happened. All right? All right. That's it for today. See you next time. Thanks for your support and encouragement. What was the first interview about? The first interview was about some different topics, Laurie. And you know what, actually, guys, quite just recently, I had my YouTube channel. So you're going to see actually my YouTube link in my profile. But, I'm not sure if I think I have already had the last interview with Wu Peng in my YouTube channel. So maybe you can just go there and have a look. Yeah. All right. That's it, guys. Thank you very much. And thank you for your help, support.